A few questions that I need to know. How you could ever hurt me so. I need to know what I've done wrong and how long it's been going on. Was it that I never paid enough attention? Or did I not give enough affection? Not only will your answers keep me sane, but I know never to make the same mistake again. You can tell me to my face, or even on the phone. You can write it in a letter. Either way, I have to know. Did I never treat you right? Did I always start the fight? Either way, I'm going out of my mind. All the answers to the questions I have to find. It's Big Brother's Big Mouth! The All Saints. Hello and welcome to Big Brother's Big Mouth. I'm James Corden.
And I'm Matt Horn.
Whoa.
What?
Making a mess on the Big Mouth sofa tonight is Cradle of Filth singer Danny Filth.
And all the way from Derby, it's Josie Derby.
And we've got the 30 people to come above Jade in Miss England. It's the studio audience.
We'll be hearing from all of them later, but first, remember, in the words of Hoskins, it's good to talk, so phone us, text us, or send your thoughts, feelings, or homemade videos to us at the website.
Now, for a first in Big Brother history, 2 people were allowed to do the countdown to evict the first hijacked housemate. Let's see if you can recognise these 2.
Keep an eye on Nathan.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Matt Horn.
This is James Corden.
Jade, you have been evicted.
Please leave the Big Brother house.
Jade, you have been evicted.
Runner-up in Miss Great Britain. Loser here too. Leave. Go on. Go on.
See ya.
Not that fit. Go. Get out. Leave.
Not happy.
James?
Nothing. Nothing.
How are you, dickhead? I've got your album. It's only just got on iTunes. Anyway, not that I'm taking it personally. So, it turns out that Jade wasn't the girl for you and you never want to see or hear from her again. But we had some good times together, didn't we? Show me some VT.
It's just a game and the votes counted up to be us 3.
If it's one person being voted out, I would say high probability me.
I'm not ready to go. I'm having too much fun.
Keep you in the dark inside.
Kick her out, that's what I say.
Be first or you're last to get evicted. You're still getting fucking evicted.
The first housemate to be evicted is... Jade!
I'm taking the ban. Just like you're gonna be selfies. Don't be so
Go. Get out. Leave. Go on. We've called this discussion From the Jadle to the Grave.
That's very good, that.
Thanks, Josie.
Play on words, that, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah, that is exactly what it is, a play on words.
It is.
How are you, Josie? All right?
Not lost on us. Very good, very
nice
good.
to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Did the right person go tonight?
No, not in my opinion.
Guys,
Really?
Not in my
guys,
opinion.
Derby's talking.
Who did you want to go?
I wouldn't have cried if Victor had left.
Okay.
If I'm honest.
Right.
If I'm honest. Sorry, I offended his family. But no, she's a nice girl, Jade, you know, and she brought a lot to the house. She's positive energy, but I guess she was annoying to a lot of people and pretty and all of that, and that's what gets you kicked out, doesn't it?
Well, who knows?
It seems that way. It seems that way. I was shocked she went.
We all are, I think. Danny?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Good stuff.
I agree with her. We were voting for Victor.
Yeah? Did you actually vote for Victor?
I couldn't afford the text message.
Come on, the filth must be...
Filth are selling out some big gigs at the moment.
Well,
Danny.
we're here.
Yeah?
I wasn't surprised.
I know how much you get paid for doing this. If you'd spent the money from this on text to get her out, Victor would probably got.
I could have got
So
the
in a
kiss
way,
back,
it's all
yeah.
your fault.
It is, in a way. No, I'm not surprised about Jade, but she kept banging on about her IQ and a Menzies test or whatever it was.
But I think that's because she's...
Mensa, obviously not a member.
No.
What do we think out there, Matt?
So, this gentleman here has got a few opinions.
Of course. It's a shame she's gone. She's got a high IQ, and many people that have a high IQ are very scatty people. She had loads of energy, was really hyper, and everyone seemed to not like it and vote her out. Why is this country so moody
But
and
Claudia
downbeat?
Schiffer, to be fair, Claudia Schiffer at school...
Jade, if we would have kept her in longer, she could have annoyed them even more. And if Victor would have gone, we could have seen Bendy Girl bending without a brother.
Exactly. That would
But do we think she's gone because she didn't have a particularly discernible talent?
I think, you know what, majority of females... No, sorry. OK, I'm talking. Majority of females are going to vote for her to get out, so she's going to have a lot of people going to evict her out, because a lot of... No, because, like, majority of females are the ones that are going to vote, aren't they? So they're going to vote her... No,
if females are voting, they would have voted Victor out because he's chauvinistic, man.
No, but the thing is, at the end of the day, if we've been fair, like, the majority of people that are going to vote are females. So a majority of them are going to vote for people that they don't want to be in a house, and they're going to vote for her to get out because it's kind of it's a female. And so
how do we think Victor avoided eviction? How did he do it? Go on, do you know?
Victor just is Victor. He just kind of like did his thing and then that's it. That's why he got out of it. Jade should never have gone.
I got his call up and his sister started crying.
It's absolutely
Jim, my gaydar's going like the clappers again.
How low? Look how tight that...
Pointed him with that.
No, can I just...
All right, come on, chill. Talk.
Huge. Can I just say, no, I think it's because he's worth a squirt, and I think that means woo. But only because I just think his chauvinistic...
You think he's stayed in because he's worth a squirt?
For that comment, we're going to stop talking to you.
Danny, you had something to say earlier and you got cut off by the audience. Can you remember what you were saying, and would you like to tell us now?
about Claudia Schiffer.
Yeah, I was saying about Claudia Schiffer and her IQ, you know. She kept banging on about how a talent she was. When I knew her at school, they called her Schiffer Brains.
Do we think it's the toughest to be evicted out first? Is it the toughest of the lot? Do we think? What do you think?
I don't know about the toughest. I think people don't understand Jade because she's just happy. She doesn't realise there's wars and famine out there. We don't understand it. I think Victor, he appeals to the male vote.
Okay.
He says what men really want to say, that women should cook and clean.
It's a bit like Rambo.
Well, listen, we've got somebody on the line who knows what it's like to be voted out first. We've got Shabnam. Hi, Shabnam.
How you doing, Shabs?
I'm really good. You sound really sexy. How are you?
Oh, man. Me and you, every time I've seen you, we've just had this thing, haven't we?
We've always had a thing, but Happy New Year to everybody in the studio and everyone else.
All right. Somebody knows her PR.
Let's get back to the chemistry now.
Now, listen, darling, you were the first person to be evicted. Do you know how Jade's feeling right now?
Yes, I do. I think I was too impatient in the house because I'm really restless as a person. But you know what? She'll have a great time when she comes out, and it's just one of those things. At least she's had the experience. That's all that counts.
So what do you think Jade can look forward to in the next few days, like when you come out of the house? What's it like?
Just really enjoying herself. She'll probably do a lot of press interviews, a lot of articles about her experience.
Now...
She'll probably go to all these events as well, and she'll just probably have a blast.
Sounds good, right? Now, listen, when you left the house, you did a little bit of a silly dance, didn't you?
It wasn't silly. I was just making all of my negatives.
Yeah.
I knew I was never going to have that moment again, so why not enjoy it?
You don't regret it at all?
It would have been nice for us to enjoy it, though, wouldn't it? Do you know what, Sham? I don't want to be like that with you because
We love you.
I know at
I'm
some
getting
point
embarrassed now.
we're probably going to have some sensual lovemaking. I'll speak to you soon, and we'll see you later. All right? Lovely stuff. Now, the housemates will clearly need time to get over Jade's eviction. Here's an insight into how they're coping with this exclusive VT. Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
James, who are they, Jeremy?
With I know they did some guest presenting last year on it. And they got involved.
On
they got
Big
invited
Brother's
back
Big
to the-
Mouth.
Absolutely disgusted. I'm disgusted.
Who are they?
No one.
Was it
I just thought that was really nasty.
That's low, man. That is low.
I'm sorry, I don't care.
That's low.
That's nasty, really nasty.
Come on, that's low, man.
Bro. No.
Where did that come from?
No, mate.
We were expecting her to go, and that's it. It's finished, no?
That's nuts.
We were happy to just be there, standing there, you know, let
That's
her go
nuts,
out.
mate. That's nuts, mate.
Why they had to put that in?
That's nuts.
Do you know what? I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
And she was already distraught, huh? It's not like she wasn't crying.
OK, so what you just saw there was all the housemates talking about our countdown. It's... How'd it? We never thought they were going to use that.
We never thought they
anyway.
were going to use it, and we said all sorts of... You wait till you hear the others.
Yeah, the other ones are worse.
Some of them are really bad.
Right.
Oh,
Up next is the mouthpiece, during which we're all going to be sharing our plans for the weekend and maybe getting a dogging crew together if anyone's got a transit van.
Now, there's been lots of talk in the house about what is cool and what isn't cool. The artist Coolio and the movie Cool Runnings. The information at the bottom of your screen will provide answers to all these conundrums. Have a look while we play you the mouthpiece.
Well, I want to say, yeah, is that Liam looks really... I don't know why, but I really fancy him. I don't know, it's just because of his ambition and because of his lopsided hair. Don't take the mick out of his lopsided hair. That McCurrock bloke, I'd like to rip his head off. He is horrible. That's all I have to say on the matter.
I'm watching Big Brother right now. I like all the people on it, and it is really good. You can hear that I'm listening to it.
Here's the story. Come on.
See? It is really good, and I hope my call gets broadcasted. Okay, bye.
I just want to say I really do enjoy Big Brother. It's like the best thing ever. Like, I like the way it's called the Hijack. And I like Amelia. She's just real, confident, and Amy, she's crazy. Love yous and leave yous.
Hello, Baby Rosy Mouth. Not Han is us in Baby Rosy Mouth. So I love him, and I got his name tattooed on my back. Yay!
Just the best weekends in the history
Amazing
ever.
stuff.
Amazing. Hey, Danny Phil. What are you up to this weekend?
Spending the £1.50 you gave me to be on the show, I think.
Spending the £1.50 on what?
Jelly babies, I reckon.
Love it. Love it. Now, it's time to be honest with part one. It's just not working out. It's over between us.
We'll be back with a younger, fitter, tighter, shaven part 2 after these adverts. See you in 4.
What assets would you bring to a hijack situation?
My ability not to be too flatulent.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Big Mouth. Still with us is dirty boy Danny Phil. And actress and TV presenter Josie Darby.
Plus, we've got these assorted beauties. It's the studio audience.
Now, it's the end of the first week and we've talked about the movers and shakers making an impact in the house. One housemate we've overlooked is LaToya. Here's a compilation of her best bits so far. That's it. What a housemate. What an inspiration.
What a waste of space. Now, earlier in the show, we saw Liam doing this. We've got nothing much to say about this apart from go in the bathroom. Go in the toilet.
There's people in there and cameras.
It's disgusting.
I mean, I know they're about to clean the sheets, but it doesn't mean you have to soil them with your liquid silk.
Victor's always on about needing protein. Give it to him.
Now, we also saw Nathan and John, a.k.a. Chalk and Cheese, talking in the bedroom about the merits of being cool. Here's what Nathan thinks it's all about.
Do you know what cool is? No. Cool is being confident in what you are and standing up for what you believe in.
Right, so according to Nathan, cool is, what do you say?
Being confident
in
who you are.
in who you are. Now, I agree with that bit. I think that's great. And then he said, and standing up for what you believe in. Right. Didn't Hitler do that? I mean, I'm pretty sure the entire Nazi party stood up for what they believed in.
Yeah, and no one thinks that's cool.
It isn't. Now, if ever we've got a minute, Matt and I can often be seen messing about on the river with our seafaring buddies, Chris Packham from The Really Wild Show, and his long-term partner, Papa Bouba Diop. It's always good to have Packham around when you're on a boat in case of any trouble, but we wondered, if Chris wasn't there, how would these people cope? So we asked them, and this is what they said. Roll out the VT.
All the ducks are swimming in the water, alder, alder, alder.
How would you react if this boat were to be hijacked right now?
I think I'd be a little nervous.
I would run to the loo downstairs and lock the door.
I would lie very flat and very still, and I would hope they wouldn't notice me. And I would surreptitiously try to remove as much of my clothing as possible.
Which celebrity would you like to be in charge of the boat in the event of a hijacking?
I'd say maybe Amy Winehouse, because you never quite know what's going to happen with her.
Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher. Wouldn't it be good to see her back doing something good with us? I'm sure she'd have something pretty horrible for us to do.
I think Bruce Willis, because he was in a good movie, I think, where he either was hijacked or hijacked a boat, and did a pretty good job of it.
How inconvenient would it be if this boat were to be hijacked today?
Oh, I'd love it.
Yeah, it would be fairly inconvenient. I'd need to be to work, say, by 9:15 at the latest.
If you were to hijack this boat, what would you make the passengers do?
I'd probably make them all get down on their faces, get right down on the floor, not look me in the eye, and tell them to stay there until I told them that I'd finished my mission.
Swimming in the water.
So there we go. Now, it's the part of the show where we look at what's being said on the Big Mouth forums. Matthew.
Thanks, James.
Thanks, Matthew.
We're calling this discussion, what do you want to make those eyes at me for, It's the forum bit of the show. Danny, how are you? Can I just ask about that excerpt? Is that a double bass pedal?
I don't know, I've got no idea what that is.
It's your band.
It sounds like someone driving through a tunnel on the M25.
Is that not your band?
Yes.
Right, in your kit, do you have a double bass pedal?
Yes.
We got there in the end. Yeah. No, we do, Josie. Let's get the first one up.
Oh, Amelia.
Amelia for the next Bond girl. What are we saying about that?
She would make a fantastic Bond villain. She's got the accent. And she would.
Would she be a baddie? Would she sleep with him then leave him?
She'd be a baddie. She'd be a baddie, and I'm popping along by the sounds of it.
Amelia for Bond, Phil?
Her brother would have to be in it. She'd probably have to sleep with her brother.
What about Victor for Bond?
No.
Let's have the next topic. What we got? Whose career stock will rise out of this Big Brother? What do we think? Who? Who did you say then? Who?
Nathan.
Nathan, why?
Because he's fit and he's a good singer.
Because he's fit and he's a good singer.
I have to say Anthony. Anthony is like in
What, you think he's going to get some
in
bigger
all-
fights
in
now he's been on the
all-
telly? Look at see mine.
In all package, Anthony's got has everything. Everything.
Okay.
Everything you want.
What about John? What about John? Is he not going to be the Prime Minister one day?
Who is John?
Well, he's the ginger guy in the house.
No.
Okay, I didn't know his name.
I think John has done himself a lot of favours because he's shown that a politician can be very likeable as well as articulate.
Great.
Someone from John's gang wants to say something about John.
From the very second he stepped foot in that house, he has shown everybody what a wonderfully nice person he is. And I think he deserves
Couldn't
to
agree
win it.
more. Next
Let's have the next topic. What we got? You know those two guy presenters on BBBM? Are they both gay or are they gay? Well, you know.
I hope they are.
Can I say David,
Guys, chill.
what is wrong with two openly bi-curious guys hanging out, holding each other at night? Like, why is that a problem? You know? Anyway, next topic. Would John be up for eviction and evicted if it was possible? Yes?
I think he would. I mean, John, all right, he's a good politician and everything else, but I think he would be up for eviction if he was, because he's boring. What else is he doing?
Okay.
Next topic.
Next topic. What we got? Liam, on Heat.
I don't know.
What do you think?
Hasn't he had like a lot of orgies? With like 40 men and 20 women.
And a cushion. Danny, what do you think? Orgies. Tell us when that gets annoying.
Yeah. I did, but I couldn't speak because it kept going.
Yeah. Next topic.
Orgies, great.
Who will win? Early predictions. Josie, who's going to win?
John.
Nathan, John, or Amy.
I think Amy's got the...
Phil, who's going to win?
John, because he's the only one that's not off Hollyoaks.
Who's going to win? Who's going to win?
Anthony,
Next topic.
Okay, next topic, quickly. Are the go-karts at Jeremy races the same as the ones at the sports centre?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Here's a smaller though.
Okay. That's all we've got time for this evening, I'm afraid. So it's time to say thank you to Josie, Garvey and Danny Phil. And all of you lot in the audience, let's never lose touch.
You can catch up with Little Brother at 7 p.m. on Sunday, and make sure you're back on E4 at 10 p.m. on Monday for more Big Mouth.
We'll see you next week. It's going to be big fun, big